Hey there, Fight here with a quick review of Video Induction System by Joey Xoto. Now I happen to know Joey, I met him last year at a conference, and he does produce beautiful videos, but the question of course is, A, do those beautiful videos help you sell? Secondly, is Joey any good at teaching you this kind of thing? And the last question is, who is this aimed for? What level of expertise is required? And kind of what kind of selling system do you need to have in place? What kind of things can you sell with video? And in the sense of what is suitable, what isn't suitable. So we're going to address those questions. So what we're looking at here, the video induction system consists of several modules, and the first one is video persuasion profits, and that's the one I'm going to focus on. The next one is then the how to produce those videos, but really the big secret, in my opinion, is of course in the persuasion part. How do you structure a video so people buy from you? And rather than go through each and every single section, I'll just give you the big picture and then show you who's it for and what can you do with it. So part one is what I like, by the way, is you can download the slides and go through it very, very quickly and then dive into the individual videos, which come with worksheets. So it's beautifully structured. It's very action oriented. Go and implement these things. Now, the first module really is about the classic, the avatar, knowing your viewer. That is what knowing your viewer is about. Okay, creating an avatar, really feeling their pain, figuring out what are their pain points, what are the things that keep them up at night, and what is it they're trying to achieve in their life. So then you can structure a video script around those problems, if you like. In the 4 pillars, he shows you how to structure a video, break it down into 4 big chunks. And I personally like templates, and I happen to know pretty much everyone loves templates step by step, and in that sense this is beautiful. So you already you take the big white blank canvas and say, look, rather than have a blank screen I'm staring at, I break it down into 4 pillars, and then of course with the 4 pillars we go in here and start breaking it down and filling in that template, if you like. So it's all about creating hooks and telling your story. What happened? What are the problems? This goes back to module number 1, where you figured out what are their problems, what happens if you don't fix it, what is a eureka moment, the aha moment, etc., etc., etc. And then of course you turn into the offer and close your prospect. Now, with all of this, this is all solid stuff. Let's answer the first question. Who's it aimed for in terms of expertise? In my opinion, it is aimed at someone who is relatively new or intermediate to selling or selling specifically with video. Okay, selling with video is very, very different from selling in a sales letter. And most of us hate selling in a sales letter because you have all this stuff to write. So a lot of people turn to video sales letters and either put up a PowerPoint presentation or talk to the camera. And of course, then you go, what do I say first? And what I see over and over again, people just hammer home all the features. Hey, my cool widget does this and that and the other, and completely forget about what your prospects really want. So in terms of expertise, if you're an advanced marketer, it's probably not for you. When I say advanced marketer, I'm saying you've actually done this, right? You have created online videos, you've seen the feedback from the market. If you haven't done it, just thinking you're an advanced marketer doesn't make you an advanced marketer. So in that sense, it's beginner, intermediate. Now, who is it for in the sense of what can you sell with this? And this is the big thing I think everyone keeps overlooking. This is being promoted to death, of course, as usual. This is aimed at someone who can sell or tell a story, right? Video, but online, social media, all this kind of thing is basically about emotional connection, and nothing is more powerful than online video for creating that emotional connection. But you don't sell or create an emotional connection by listing features, all right? If you want to list features, you don't need video induction system. This is for people who want to connect with their audience. They want to go out and tell their story. Now, if you think you don't have a story, you might find this useful, or you will find it useful because it runs you through a couple of steps on how to do it. But if you're saying, look, I don't want to tell any stories, the thing I'm selling, there is no story attached to it, then video induction system is not for you. This is for something where you, ideally, hey, look, I had this problem, I overcame it, this is how I did it, these are the pain points, I totally resonate with them, and let's go and solve this together. Now, with all of this, the real highlight for me is this here. Okay, there's it's not a walkthrough, it's a case study. So Marketing with Alex is a program that was very, very successful online, and it was sold via video, and it does exactly what he's talking about in all of these things. Okay, all of this here is basically the structure of this here, and then you've got the transcript and you've got the video, and Joey walks you through exactly this thing. How did that promotion work, and what are the individual elements? He does it direct-to-cut style, so you basically plays a little bit and then explains exactly what he does, and that, in my opinion, brings the whole thing to life. Okay, these are the theoretical concepts. This is how you do it, but this is how it's then actually done. So you can then see, all right, that's how they did it. Cool, I can do this myself. Now, just to let you know, Marketing with Alex was a live video. There's no stopping you from doing exactly the same thing with a PowerPoint, but ultimately, to really create connection, really create emotion, or that emotional bond with your target audience, at some point you're going to have to step in front of a camera. So consider this a great, don't get me wrong, this is a great first stepping stone towards creating truly powerful videos that connect with your audience. But ultimately, you will probably, if you want to take it to the next level, consider doing live videos. Well, Joey has one of those things. It's in here, I believe. I believe Live Video Mastery is one of those upsells. Definitely worth checking out. Check out his videos. They are beautiful, the live ones. He actually sold a product with a live video. Now, I'm saying this because you might think, oh, I don't want to stand in front of a camera. You don't have to, right? The first video Joey sold, or where he sold a big product of his own, he basically hired an actor for a few bucks. I think it was a cousin of his or something like that. And he just shot the video. It was beautifully done. So don't think you have to step in front of camera. So, high-level summary. It's a nice product. It's aimed at people who are beginner to intermediate marketers, in the sense of you actually want to do it and have done it. You're not an advanced marketer if you haven't actually done it. You need to go and create some videos. Secondly, it's aimed at people who want to sell something where you can somehow tell a story, where you want to truly connect with your target audience. I had acne, and I totally get the embarrassment of having acne, and therefore I highly recommend this gloop. If it's something where you're just not interested and you just want to list the features, go get this, then you don't need to bother with video. There you go. So overall structure really nice. Videos, then the worksheets. It builds very nicely. You start with foundation, then you fill in the blanks. It's all template oriented, so you start with a blank, you break it down into 4, and then you fill in those 4 sections. And thank you very much. You've got something at the end, and you've got a nice little case study. And then the other stuff is the production part, where you put it all together. But really, in my opinion, the gold is here, and the platinum is right down here in the live case study. Alrighty, enjoy. Hope this is useful. Cheers. Bye.